Hi guys, today I'm going to be cooking my version of cowboy stew.
Pulling up the slack.
Y'all know who that is.
Joe Clyde watching people feed the fish at the park, at the gazebo. The ingredients that we're going to use today for making cowboy stew are right here. I'm going to use a pound of ground meat, potatoes, minced onions, garlic, granulated garlic powder, black pepper, accent, salt, tomato sauce, Delmonte Whole Kernel Corn, Rotel Tomatoes, and a can of ranch style beans. The first thing we need to do is brown our 1 pound of ground meat in a pot until it all gets brown. That takes about 5 minutes. While our ground meat is browning, we're going to peel these potatoes. With your sharpest knife, and I always like this Baker Chef knife, you just peel the potatoes. Get the skin, you don't have to cut deep. Not take long. And this is just time saving while you're cooking your meat. The whole meal should take probably about 30 minutes. This is quick and easy. Now, pretty and peeled. So, with all potatoes peeled, we need to wash them and we need to dice them up in sizes that we want to put into our cowboy stew. I'm going to put them in this pot. Run cold water. Wash them real good. Here with our knife. This is a really sharp knife, y'all. Cut it in half. And half again. Just keep cutting it around. Okay. Then you want little pieces like chunks. Does not take long. And this helps these potatoes cook really quick like this. Just keep dicing them up. You're making chunk diced potatoes. They don't have to be perfect, the same shape. Okay, so you go ahead until you cut all 3 of your potatoes up. Here are our diced and clean potatoes. And they just look like this. And they're ready. While we were peeling potatoes, our ground meat finished cooking. It's nice and brown. And what you need to do is drain any of the grease that's cooked out of your meat. Our meat is ready. We drained all the fat from it. And we're ready to get started. And the next thing we're going to start doing is adding our canned goods. we're going to add this can of Rotel Original Diced Tomatoes and green chilies. And you add the whole can with the juice. The next thing we do, we're going to add this can of French cut whole kernel corn. The entire can with the juice and all. And add all the whole can. We're going to add this entire can of, this is Value Time tomato sauce, 8-ounce can, to your mixture. And I'm actually going to add 1 can of water. Okay. You have to have some juice in here to boil your potatoes in. The next thing we're going to add is this 1 can, and it's a 15-ounce can of ranch style beans with the juice. I hope you like everything I'm putting in here. If you don't, I guess you could use your own beans or whatever kind you like. Okay guys, you got all of your canned goods in here. You got your meat, so you give it a stir. And actually, this is delicious. So, the next thing you do is put your potatoes in, and then we'll use the seasoning. Okay. Here are our potatoes. We're going to put the diced potatoes just right in here. Get them all out. That's it. Okay, go ahead and I'll turn my stove back on to high. And the reason I say high, we're going to use high to medium because everything else in this pot is done. But the secret is you've got to get these potatoes boiled. We got to get the potatoes to where they are soft. And the tomato sauce and the Rotel tomatoes will give it flavor. Okay, so you stir them all up, and we can see that we don't have enough water in here because we had quite a few potatoes. We don't have enough water to boil this down, so we're going to have to add another can of water. Okay, now this is another can of water, and it doesn't really matter if you have to add a couple of cans of water because your aim is to cook these potatoes that's in here. You don't need anything in here to make this thick because when the potatoes boil down, that's where your thickness comes from. So we got it on, and now we're going to put us a little spice in here. And one thing that I forgot to set out was chili powder. I didn't take anyway. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is add our seasoning. And I want to show you this. I didn't have it out. This is Tex Joy Chilli Powder. And that's what I need to make it have a little extra kick to it. You'll notice that I brought the rest of my seasonings over here so that we could get to them really easy. So let's get started. We're going to start with the chili powder, and I'm just going to put a little bit in here. I don't think you could ever get too much, kind of stir it in. Okay, chili powder. We got our accent. And we're just gonna shake a little bit of accent in here. I'm gonna put a little onion. Take a little of that in here. And give it a stir. Just mixing everything in. A little garlic, granulated garlic. Okay. A little salt. I'll put not that much salt because you have the potatoes and they need a little bit more salt. And the last thing we're going to use is black pepper. You can use as much black pepper as you like in here. A lot of people like a lot because they like everything spicy. On your Rotel tomatoes, you can use the hot Rotel tomatoes and it'll make it spicy. But I use the mild Rotel tomatoes. So this is your one pot meal. And all we have to do now, we've got everything in here, is we have to let this simmer and we have to let the potatoes get done. And the way you check your potatoes is you stick a fork in one of the bigger ones and see if they're done. We need to wait about 20 minutes. And you just cover it here with your lid. And I'll check back. This is at 10 minutes of simmering, guys. It's looking good. We still need that other 10 minutes though, so these potatoes can get done. No, well, they're getting there. I turn the heat down to medium. So, we're going to let it simmer at medium with the lid on. And check it in a little bit. Okay, now let's check. It's been 10 more minutes. On medium. And I think we're ready to eat. Let's check one of these bigger potatoes. And let's see. Oh yeah. You don't want them to get too mushy in here because you want kind of a chunk potato. This is how you make Cowboy Stew in just about 30 minutes. Thank you for joining me one more time in Mary's Kitchen. I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you stay for the video, for the whole video, just touch me and Joe Clyde's face and you'll be able to subscribe from there. See you in the next video.